Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Jets have decided to part ways with head coach Robert Saleh after a 2-3 start in the 2024 season, marking his 4th year in charge since taking over in 2021. Saleh compiled a record of 20-36 and was unable to lead the team to the playoffs. This is the first time in Woody Johnson's 25 years of ownership that a coach has been let go mid-season. Defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich will step in as interim head coach. Meanwhile, Saints quarterback Derek Carr is expected to miss several games due to an oblique injury sustained against the Chiefs on Monday night, according to NFL Network insiders Ian Rappaport and Mike Garafolo. Garafolo noted that the rookie quarterback Spencer Rattler is a strong contender to start in Week 6 against the Bucs, despite Jake Haener taking over for Carr during the loss to Kansas City. Additionally, Rappaport reports that Patriots rookie quarterback Drake May is set to start Week 6 against the Texans. This is then NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch, because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, and sausage or bacon. So the first bite is like fresh cracked American cheese, bacon. And the second bite is like fresh cracked American cheese, bacon. And the third bite, you get the idea. The boss of breakfast burritos, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Well, happy Wednesday, the 9th day of October, 2024. And, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. And if you heard the forecast, temperatures are trending down, which is a good thing. Yeah. We'll hit double digits by, conceivably by Sunday. It's still not going to be chilly, but it'll be double digits. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. Jared. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
Well, let's see. Let's look back in history. On this date in 1973, Elvis Presley and Priscilla divorced. You realize Priscilla was awarded $725,000 cash and $4,200 a month support. Yeah, I understand. Of course, Elvis got Graceland and a TV set riddled with bullet holes. Times they were different. Priscilla she didn't get a whole bunch out of that, did she? Not by today's standards, anyway. So, did you catch the Padres-Dodgers last night?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Padres are up 2-1 in the National League Division Series game. There's game 4 today. Padres can wrap it up at home with a win. So, and Padres doing it with a combination of small ball and the long ball. So the way baseball should be played, right?
It's been a lot of interesting ball in this series.
Yes.
It's been good.
Yeah. And, of course, their pitching pulled it through as well. Mm-hmm. And, I'm not a Dodger fan. I am a Giants fan when you come right down to it, which means I'm an anti-Dodger fan. So.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Be careful.
Let's see. This week's going to be a little bit different. We've got Thursday night football and Friday night football. John Driffle and I will be at Central, the city championship, Thursday night. Southwest and Central will tee it up, and the Mayor's Trophy is on the line. So big game for both teams. And prior to that, Brawley and Central will tee it up in the girls' flag football game. So that will be fun, too. Go and make it a doubleheader. Get there early. Watch the flag football. It is exciting. It's very fast-paced. and very exciting. So then you can catch the city championship. We've got birthdays. Are you ready for the birthdays?
I'm ready.
Okay, singer Nona Hendrix, LaBelle, is 80. Jackson Brown, 76. Actor Gary Frank, 74. Actor Richard Chavez is 73. Actor Robert Wool is 73. Sharon Osbourne, 72. Actor Tony Shalhoub is 71. Actor Scott Bakula, 70. Actor John O'Hurley is 70. He's made a career of poking fun at himself. Actor Michael Paré is 66. Actor Coco Brown, 52. Actor Steve Burns. Steve from Blue's Clues.
My man.
Yeah, let's hear it for Steve. He is 51. Sean Lennon, 49. Let's see. Actor Brandon Routh is 45. Actor Zachary Ty Bryan. He did Home Improvement. Hasn't done much since. He's 43. Actor Spencer Grammer, 41. Actor Tyler James Williams is 32. Actor Jarrell Jerome, 27. Local birthdays coming up. El Centro, it's time to make a choice that matters for our schools. As a dedicated educator with teaching, administrative, counseling, and school psychologist experience, Frances Terrazas has been a strong advocate for students, teachers, and families. She's worked hard to improve academic achievement, promote mental health services, and ensure safe and supportive learning environments. If you believe in a bright future for our students, November 5th, re-elect Frances Terrazas, El Centro Elementary School Board.
Paid for by Frances Terrazas for the El Centro Elementary School Board.
We have happy birthday wishes today for Marcy Santillan Flores, Alfredo Ibarra, Sergio Ramos, Paul Rubio, Kira Jacques, Julius Laguna, Bianca Carata, Crystal Ransdell, Dameron Lofgren, Helena Hoyt, Rebecca Singh, Melissa Diaz, Christina Quesada, Gabriel Beltran, Damian Gonzalez, Faith Diaz, Carmelita Sanchez, Damian Saavedra, John Pacheco, Tony Partida, Felipe Solis, and Leonard Goldberg. Happy birthday from Kxo. And many happy returns. Coming up, we've got news. And Jared, I think I mentioned my daughters and youngest granddaughter are visiting this week. So my daughter, Sarah, coming in from Portland, daughter Amy coming in from Omaha, along with the youngest, Margie. And they've been here all week. And the one thing Amy and Sarah said, we want special quesadillas. You can't get them anywhere else. So special quesadillas on the menu.
They really are special.
They are, yes. Okay, are you ready for real news?
Real news.
We've got real news brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News Brief. Homeowners in Fort Myers boarding up as a Category 4 Hurricane Milton closes in on Florida's Gulf Coast. Governor Ron DeSantis.
While there is the hope that it will weaken more before landfall, there is high confidence that this hurricane is going to pack a major punch and do an awful lot of damage.
A tornado just reported crossing the Everglades. President Biden and Benjamin Netanyahu speaking by phone as Israel expands its ground incursion into Lebanon.
Israel has a right to defend itself. Israel also has a right to win, and Israel will win.
The Supreme Court's hearing the case of death row inmate Richard Glossop, convicted on testimony by a motel maintenance worker.
Oklahoma has now disclosed evidence revealing that Mr. Sneed lied to the jury about his history of psychiatric treatment.
That's Glossop's attorney, Seth Waxman. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. Investigators looking through the wreckage of a small plane that crashed off Catalina Island last night, killing 5. The small turboprop went down about a mile short of the airport. Prop 33 would give local governments more power to control rents for apartments, condos, and houses, and supporters say it'll help stabilize rising rents and provide more affordable housing.
As rents have gone up and become unaffordable, people can't afford them, obviously, any longer, which is why we have 181,000 people who are now homeless on the streets of California.
But opponents argue it'll reduce property values and make it harder to build new housing. Speaking on KFI radio in Los Angeles, former President Trump says FEMA is broke because billions of dollars have been spent on immigration and Hurricane Helene victims aren't being taken care of because of the Biden administration's border policies.
So those people don't have any money, and it's the worst response to a hurricane, they say, in history. Worse than Katrina, which was pretty bad.
I'm John Gilliland, and you're listening to California Headline News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, head dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. That's why our Lowe's Red Vest associates can help with game time decisions. Plus, use in-store mode on the Lowe's app to find what you need. Under pressure at home and want it soon? Order online by 2 p.m. to get it same day. Same day valid on eligible in-stock items and select zip codes only, subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. Exclusions and more terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
KXO News. Big rig hit and run. A big rig apparently hit an overpass at State Route 111 and Interstate 8. Here's George Gale with details.
The incident was reported shortly after 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday. Big rig was ferrying a semi-truck cab when it struck the concrete. The driver of the big rig did not stop. Another vehicle sustained extensive front-end damage from debris left behind by the truck, but there were no injuries. The overpass did not appear to have suffered structural damage. The incident remains under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And we've had several small earthquakes. Last night at about 10:06, there was a 3.6 magnitude 3.6 earthquake. The epicenter was about 15 miles southeast of Calexico. And also this morning at about 1:45 a.m., there was a 3.2 magnitude earthquake, and that was epicentered about 14.5 miles east-southeast of Calexico. KXO Local News Time, 7:41.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And we have an update from Customs and Border Protection San Diego Field Office. Here's George Gale.
They have released their August numbers. During the month of August, the CBP was involved in 108 incidents. The incidents resulted in the seizure of 10,827 pounds of narcotics. They seized 9,525 pounds of methamphetamine, 968 pounds of cocaine, 298 pounds of fentanyl, and 36 pounds of heroin. Street value of the narcotics seized came in at over $21 million. All the suspects arrested were turned over to the Homeland Security Investigations. San Diego Field Office covers the ports of entry: San Ysidro, Otay Mesa, Tecate, Calexico, East and West, and Andrade Port. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial County Farm Bureau's annual dinner. Local Farm Bureau's major event. It's their annual dinner. It's a celebration of agriculture. During the event, they will honor the Farmer of the Year and the Friend of the Farmer. It will be held on Thursday, October 10th. There will be a steak dinner, cocktails, and networking. Doors open at 5 p.m. Tickets and more information available at the Imperial County Farm Bureau on Broadway in El Centro. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley to serve you, and mobile service vans that come to you at no additional charge. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Hi, I'm Claudia Camarena, candidate for El Centro City Council. We've all witnessed the gross mismanagement of ECRMC, the homelessness plague in our city, and the decline of employment opportunities. We can no longer afford to be represented by the current or former city council members. I'm ready to audit and initiate changes that will benefit you and not special interest groups. I'm running to be your voice and to give you and your family the service and dignity you deserve. It's our city, our futures. Vote Claudia Camarena for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by Claudia M. Camarena for El Centro City Council 2024.
Page 2 of the local news and a look at the weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer. They serve the best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every single day.
A suspicious death. A deceased person was found earlier this month. Here's George Gale.
Yuma County Sheriff's deputies were conducting a welfare check. They arrived at the residence on the South Rincon de España in Somerton, Arizona. The subject of the welfare check was located. Person was found deceased. They determined the death was due to suspicious circumstances. The Yuma County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigations Bureau assumed the investigation. They say the incident is being investigated as a homicide. They're asking for the public's assistance. Anyone with any information on the incident should contact the Yuma County Sheriff's Office by phone or through their website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And we have an update on the brush fire near Campo. Posta 3 fire, that is what CAL FIRE is calling the brush fire near Campo. The fire was first reported at just before 3 Monday afternoon. By Monday evening, the fire had burned an estimated 350 acres. CAL FIRE is being assisted by the National Forest Service. Evacuations and evacuation warnings have been issued. The evacuation center is Acorn Casino. At last report, the fire was 10% contained, but officials said fire crews were making good progress. 2 injuries have been reported, but no details released. There are several road closures, including Crestwood Road at Old Highway 80, Church Road at Highway 94, Old Highway 80 at Church Road, Old Highway 80 at La Posta Road, and La Posta Road from a half mile south of Old Highway 80. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. And we have work planned for Dogwood Road. County Public Works announced a planned road closure. Here's George Gale.
It is a portion of Dogwood Road. It is a one-day closure. Public Works says between Sharts Road and Brawley city limits, Dogwood will be closed on October 14th. The closure will be from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. Closure is to allow for road stripping and for a shoulder repair. Detours will be posted. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And an event at Pioneers Museum. October is full of events at Pioneers Museum. On October 11th, it will be IBC Chicano Studies Film Night. It is a free night, and it includes cultural heritage discussion and the screening of the film Coco. Good movie. October 18th will be the free lecture night. October 25th, starting at 6 p.m., it will be the Fall Cavalcade, celebrating Imperial Valley's Wild West spirit, including the anniversary of the Ride of the Century, Cattle Call historical photo exhibit, free activities, museum fundraising, and more. And the Imperial Valley Master Chorale will take a journey through the history of the Imperial Valley. The program will consist of spoken word, archival photos, and music. The program will kick off the 2024-2025 season and will be the debut of Chorale Artistic Director George Scott. The trip begins with the barren desert of the Salton Sink through the struggles of early pioneers to bring water to the land and continues into the thriving farmland and communities of today's Imperial Valley. The concert will be on October 20th at the Pioneers Museum on 8th Road at 2 p.m. And National Philanthropy Day. Imperial Valley's National Philanthropy Day, it is an awards celebration. It'll be held November 5th. It is a day to show appreciation to the people, businesses, and organizations that dedicate themselves to helping others and improving the quality of life in Imperial Valley. It will be held at the Old Eucalyptus Schoolhouse from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. It is hosted by Imperial Valley Community Foundation. Contact them to register or obtain more information. KXO News Time, 7:49. Weather next.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Try one of our weekday lunch specials and include a soft drink from just $8 and up. For October, enjoy a refreshing bottle of Sam Adams Oktoberfest for only $5.50 or a Jaeger Mojito. And don't miss our Oktoberfest burger, Burgers and Beer, with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says high pressure will remain dominant over the region into the weekend, with temperatures at or near records. Temperatures will begin to cool gradually over the weekend into early next week, but stay well above normal. Dry conditions will also persist, with periods of increased clouds as a couple of decaying weather systems bypass the region to the north. 106 the high yesterday, 69 the overnight low. Today will be sunny with a high near 106, southwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming calm. Clear tonight with a low around 74, light wind becoming west about 5 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 107, south wind about 5 miles an hour. 75 degrees, 60% relative humidity, wind out of the north at 325 miles an hour. Air quality good everywhere except moderate in Calexico and El Centro. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Now's a better time than ever to get valuable rebates from IID that can help lower your energy bill. IID will double the rebates it pays you when you act before October 31st, 2024 to replace qualified old appliances, AC systems, thermostats, variable speed pool pumps, and much more with eligible energy-conscious upgrades. Apply for IID's double rebate incentive online or call 760-482-3656. IID encourages everyone to take advantage of this opportunity in celebration of Public Power Month.
And it's Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. National League Division Series play, the Mets with a 2-1 advantage over the Phillies. The Mets beat up on the Phillies 7-2 yesterday. And the Padres, with one big inning, held on and topped the Dodgers 6-5. Padres with a 2-1 lead. They could lock it up today. Dodgers-Padres play this evening at Petco Park. Other games today, well, they're all playing. Guardians and Tigers will start it. Phillies and Mets will follow. The Yankees and the Royals after that as baseball continues.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, upset by the team's 2-3 start, Jets owner Woody Johnson made a stunning and unprecedented move yesterday, firing coach Robert Saleh and naming defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich as the interim head coach. Yeah, you think Mr. Rogers had anything to do with that? I don't know. Could be. Anyway, Cleveland Browns rookie Michael Hall Jr. was arrested 3 days after his first NFL appearance. According to police, he held a gun at his fiance's head and threatened to kill her. Well, he played in the Browns' remaining 2 preseason games before the NFL announced he would be placed on the commissioner's exempt list and barred from practice or games. Well, his fiancée later recanted her statement. The NFL has suspended Michael Hall for 5 games. Thursday night football, it'll be the 49ers and the Seahawks right here on AM 1230. And also, it will be the city championship. We'll have the game on live on the web, kxoradio.com. We will join in progress at the conclusion of the NFL game on AM 1230 as well. And Friday night, Mickey Dale, George Grijalva, they will be in Calexico, the Imperial Tigers, Calexico Bulldogs in an IVL matchup. That game live on AM 1230, live on the web, kxoradio.com, and live on YouTube as well. So there you go. Lots of football. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. And it's financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Boeing and the union that represents 33,000 striking employees of the company say talks between the two have broken down and no new talks are scheduled. On that news, Boeing stock dropped even more. 2 days of federally mediated talks this week concluded with the two sides still far apart, according to Stephanie Pope, the CEO of Boeing's commercial airplanes unit. The union made non-negotiable demands far in excess of what can be accepted if we are to remain competitive as a business, she said in a statement. Given that position, further negotiations do not make sense at this point, and our offer has been withdrawn. Members of the International Association of Machinists have been on strike since September 13th, grinding operations at the troubled manufacturer to a halt. In other news, for the first time since AT&T was dismantled into baby bells 4 decades ago, the U.S. government is weighing the breakup of one of the world's largest and most consequential monopolies, Google. The U.S. Department of Justice, in a court filing yesterday, said it may recommend dismantling Google's core businesses, separating Google's search business from Android, Chrome, and the Google Play App Store. That would prevent Google from using products such as Chrome, Play, and Android to advantage Google Search and Google Search-related products and features, including emerging search access points and features such as artificial intelligence over rivals or new entrants, according to the government filing. We're looking at green on the big board. The Dow up 176 points at 42,255. S&P 500 up 16 at 5767. The NASDAQ up 38 points at 16,221. Gold down $9.40 an ounce. Oil off $1.26 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 106, south-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 74, light winds. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 107, south wind about 5 miles an hour. And right now, downtown El Centro, 76 degrees. With that, we have 60% relative humidity, wind out of the north 325. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, or your construction site.
Be a part of the Raiders Nation on FM 107.5. On first and goal, a snap and the toss to the right. Las Vegas Raiders football.
10, 5, touchdown, Skittle.
FM 107.5.
Las Vegas Raiders, brought to you by El Centro RV and Southwest Postal Service.
Raiders football on FM 107.5.
Raiders Steelers Sunday, 12:30 on FM 107.5. Stay tuned. CBS News just ahead.
On the radio, KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Peter King in Orlando. Hurricane Milton is steaming toward Florida's Gulf Coast. Emergency managers say the time to get out is quickly running out, but there are still holdouts like these Tampa Bay residents.
This is my home. This is my everything. This is all I have right now. I don't have anywhere to go, and I'm afraid to get stranded somewhere on the interstate.
Governor Ron DeSantis says evacuees don't have to go hundreds of miles for a safe haven.
All those counties have multiple shelters that are open. There's a lot of space in those shelters right now.
He says the state is prepared for massive power outages and recovery.
We will have in Florida, by the time the storm arises, over 50,000 linemen.
While roads are open, conditions are expected to deteriorate quickly in a few hours. Milton is due to hit Florida's Gulf Coast sometime late tonight or early tomorrow. I'm Peter King in Orlando. Now with more CBS News, here's Cammie McCormick.
President Biden will speak with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today. The president said he expected to speak with Netanyahu once the Israelis had a planned response to Iran's latest missile attack. Correspondent Weijia Jiang is at the White House.
This could be a situation where Netanyahu is briefing President Biden about its plans. And of course, the concern is a wider war. In addition to that, we expect they will be talking about the conflicts in Gaza as well as Lebanon.
Israel continued to launch strikes into Lebanon overnight, and a large-scale Israeli operation in northern Gaza killed dozens of people and threatens to shut down 3 hospitals. Boeing has withdrawn a contract offer that would have given striking workers 30% raises over 4 years. The union complained Boeing went public with its offer before first bargaining with union negotiators. 2 Americans were among the winners of the Nobel Prize for Chemistry. One of them is David Baker, who works at the University of Washington.
Oh, very excited and very honored, and really excited to, thank everyone who contributed to all this work.
That work involves developing new proteins, the so-called building blocks of life. In Las Vegas, it was lights out for the 67-year-old Tropicana, imploded early this morning to make way for a stadium. Clark County Commissioner Josh Gibson.
I can't wait to see this new entertainment resort destination and witness the A's, Major League Baseball, right here in Las Vegas, making history in their new home on the Las Vegas Strip.
This morning's elaborate implosion included a fireworks display when the 2 towers were reduced to rubble. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice5G and start saving today.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling your entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
If Earth keeps warming at the same pace.
As Hurricane Milton barrels towards the west coast of Florida, less than 2 weeks ago, Hurricane Helene made landfall in the same region as a Category 4 storm with deadly rainfall and wind. Rapid scientific analysis published by a group of international scientists confirmed that climate change made Helene's wind speeds about 13 miles per hour more intense and increased the storm's rainfall by 10%. Scientists also say that storms as intense as Helene are now 2.5 times more likely in the area due to human-caused climate change. Tracy Wolf, CBS News, New York.
Headed to Broadway.
Somewhere beyond the sea.
A musical about Bobby Darin. Just in Time will star Jonathan Groff. Darin was one of the music industry's brightest stars before he died in 1973 at the age of 37. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank Board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over